We have wrapped up Clapton week. It's Tuesday, April 6th. By the time you're seeing this, you've already probably seen today's song and yesterday's song. Of course, as you figured out, we had to get this one in there. Obviously, one of his greatest tunes. And of course, today's has got a big red 8 next to it. Don't let it scare you. Learn it slowly. There's not a lot in it, but there's a lot of, I mean, it's not long, but there's a lot of kind of cool things in there. Anyhow, it has been really fun to do all these Clapton tunes, and we're going to put his stuff to rest for a while and head off into other directions, which you'll discover over the next few weeks and see what's happening. So, but I hope it's been as fun for you guys as it has been for me. I really have a new appreciation for some of his stuff. It's pretty cool. I really like that Unplugged album. Really showed him in a new light. So, speaking of some of the songs, I did correct something in, I guess, one of the sheets of music, one of the PDFs for Can't Find My Way Home. Didn't have the complete duet version, the 6-page version. Thanks, Beaker, for pointing that out. It's fixed now, so that's good. I do want to bring up one more thing about Clapton's guitars, because this whole thing with the guitar he was playing in 1971, whether it's an ES-350T or a Birdland or an L5, after doing more research yesterday, I said, you know what, it probably is a 350T. But after a little bit more research, finding an interview that he did, just Googled Clapton Birdland, and a few places down there was an interview where he said it was a Birdland. Now, as I said in my post, he may have just thought it was at the time. He was a little fuzzy back then, but it's also very likely that it was a custom one. I was even watching some of the movie Bangladesh recently to see what was happening there, but couldn't quite tell. So, and I'm certainly not an expert on Gibsons. A little more on Martins and maybe Santa Cruz guitars, but Gibsons, since they're kind of an electric company, they've been a little off my radar. So, anyway, that's the final word for now. Until the next final word on Clapton's big white guitar. I really liked the Harrison Stratocaster in that too. I'll talk more about that another time. So I want to thank Andy for putting up a great review of Guitar Pro 6. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and right now it's available for really cheap, you can upgrade for 29 bucks. So I'm really encouraging everybody to do that, only for like another week or two. I don't know, the dates are on their site. But again, if you click the GP5 logo that we have on here, it'll take you through to where you can upgrade to GP6. And right now, it's looking like a pretty cool thing. I haven't tried it yet myself. That is on my agenda for today too. So anyway, read Andy's blog about Guitar Pro 6. Couple more things. We are still trying to round up as many video testimonials as we can, and I think the uploading now is all working fine. You can put it up in any format. WMV, Windows Movie files are fine, and MOVs, Flash, I think they all work. They're all listed kind of there and stuff. So it does, I think, have to be under 100 megabytes. So one thing you could do, if it is too big, you might be able to find something you can convert it to Flash with, and that will always be smaller. So just one little thought there. I am going to leave you with one other interesting kind of trivia thing today. The Beatles were known for, or suspected about, putting all kinds of subliminal messages on albums. Sgt. Pepper had a little run-out groove that had some nonsense in there, and there were all kinds of things, you know, Paul is dead, I buried Paul, all this kind of stuff, 28 if, I'm sure you know what all of those things I'm referring to are. And George, when he started his solo career in the 70s, he made some great albums, ranging from, well, he of course started with All Things Must Pass, and then towards the end of the 70s he had, there was Dark Horse and Gone Tropo, he pronounced it Tropo, I don't know, it doesn't matter too much. But on one of his albums, he did put a secret message. Which one was it, and what was the message? It was in the run-out groove on the ending side of the album. So just if anybody knows that, it'd be really cool. I might have the answer tomorrow. We might string this one on for a little while, because it's might be pretty obscure out there. Because nowadays in the world of CDs and MP3s and all this stuff, it's not on any of the remastered versions. So you might have to break out your Harrison vinyl and track it down.